Hello, crafty friends, and welcome back. I have another Scraptember project with the Scrappy Sisters, and today's prompt is Wood Veneer. So, I have a front and back pocket page for my December daily or December documented for 2024. So, the front page doesn't have any wood veneer, but the back page does. Um, but these were fairly quick videos, so I did decide to put them together. So here I'm just making sure that my um, pages fit in there comfortably. They are just slightly longer than 6 inches. I like to make sure that um, on some of these smaller pages, that they are the exact size of the page instead of just cutting them at 6. I don't know why. Sometimes I just do the 6, sometimes I don't. So, these are just these are pictures of, let's see, I think, oh, the bottom pictures are Hope helping our dog Taylor unwrap her presents. The top picture is just Hope and Cody with a random gift just sitting in front of the Christmas tree. And so these are just a couple extra pictures that I wanted to include that um, I knew that I wasn't going to include these in Cody's large 12 by 12 album. So I did decide to go ahead and just, if they fit, if I can make them work in here, that I made them fit. And so it worked within these front and back pocket pages. So let's see. Ooh, tapping my fingers a lot there, trying to think and see what I'm going to put on there. So just adding a few star embellishments there. And, oh, I do move that, and then I use one of the bigger stars. So I do get some stars off of an old sticker sheet there that I've had for a little bit. And since this is since it's a pocket page and will be in a page protector, I am not as concerned about using the liquid glue to make sure everything has a good stick, because it will be within a page protector. It'll have the extra security of the pocket actually holding things on, and then if it does fall off, it'll just stay within the pocket, and I could potentially fix it later, or hopefully everything just sticks just fine. So um, that's just kind of my reasoning of why sometimes I use liquid and sometimes I just use my tape runner. If it's something small like this, then that's why I'm using my liquid adhesive as well. It's just easier. So, alright, so here's where I get to my wood veneer that I pulled out these two houses that I've had in my stash for quite some time. And really on Christmas Day, that after the kids left, that I decided to just relax and watch some Christmas movies that I always like to watch. One of my favorite movies, which is A Christmas Story. And then a couple years ago, they came out with a sequel, I guess you would call it, A Christmas Story Christmas, I think is what it was called. And so just documenting me with my cup of coffee and getting ready to start watching some of those movies. So um, I did use my gold embossing powder that I've been using throughout the entire album, along with some gold splatter depending on the pages. And so I thought that kind of, always think of things outside of the box of ways to alter your wood veneer. That when wood veneer started showing up, that I kind of went kind of crazy and bought a lot of it. So I do have a lot of it in my stash, but I struggle to use it sometimes. And usually when I like using it the most is when I find a way to alter it somehow, add some color, whether it's through embossing or maybe my embossing glaze, or paint it, or something along those lines. So this was a good way to use up some of my product and add my gold heat embossing on here. So this is actually a pocket card that I got from a friend of mine that she knew that I like to drink coffee. She doesn't, so she gave it to me. It says "World's Best Cup of Coffee," which is a quote from Elf. And here, this is a chipboard word that says Christmas, and then I did alter this piece here that says Movie Fest, that I think on the front of it said Holiday Movie Fest, and so since we do celebrate Christmas, I wanted to use the Christmas words, so I'm using the rest of it to add to the end of the word Christmas. There you can see me with my leg lamp coffee cup, and I've got my Grinch shirt on. And so I did pull out these snowflakes as well, and I do believe that I add some gold heat embossing to those as well. I don't know if I show that on screen or not, but I couldn't decide if I wanted more than one on there, and I think I end up with just the one. So I add that little puffy sticker that says yummy, that's the food that Joe cooked for us that day, some cinnamon rolls as well as his homemade chicken and dumpling soup. So here are the close-up photos of each of the pocket pages. So if you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave those down below. I will have a playlist down below of everyone playing along with Scraptember, as well as a link to my Instagram as well as Pinterest accounts. And let's see, what else do I have? If you are new here, I would love it if you would subscribe if you like what you've seen. And if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up. That would be awesome too. So thanks for stopping by, and we will see you next time. Bye.